Here's what's making news this Monday. The long-anticipated trial of a former police officer charged in the death of George Floyd gets underway. And the Suez Canal is now open for business. That huge container ship is now afloat.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. The trial of the former police officer charged with killing George Floyd is now underway. These are live pictures from inside the courtroom in Minneapolis. Prosecutors play the widely seen bystander video of Floyd's arrest. Skylar Henry has this morning's developments.
Witness or attorney should block your view.
Fired Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin surveyed the courtroom as the judge gave instructions to members of the jury. The 19-year veteran has pleaded not guilty to the murder and manslaughter charges in the death of George Floyd. Prosecutors began their opening statements.
Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge when he used excessive and unreasonable force upon the body of Mr. George Floyd.
Prosecutors wasted no time playing a video of Chauvin arresting Floyd, kneeling on his neck for almost 9 minutes.
He's not responsive right now.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
The video fueled one of the largest protest movements in U.S. history, with demonstrators demanding an end to police brutality and systemic racism. The defense is expected to argue the fentanyl found in Floyd's system, along with his underlying health conditions, contributed to his death. Before proceedings began, members of Floyd's family, their attorneys, and supporters took a knee for the length of time Chauvin's knee was on Floyd's neck.
George Floyd was living, breathing, walking, and talking just fine until the police put him face down and put him in handcuffs and put a knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So this murder case is not hard when you watch that torture video of George Floyd.
The trial will be live streamed with jurors positioned off camera to protect their identities. The panel of 14 includes 8 people who are white, 4 who are black, and 2 who identify as multiracial. That could be critical in a case with so much racial significance. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Minneapolis.
And I'm also giving that instructions to anyone who's suspected.
And the trial is expected to last up to 4 weeks. 3 other officers are charged with aiding and abetting murder and manslaughter, and they are due to stand trial in August. Let's head to the weather center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first warn forecast. Hang on to your hats this afternoon.
Hang on to those hats. I said all morning long that as we got closer to lunchtime, we'd see those wind gusts starting to pick up, and that's exactly what we're seeing out there, Mark. Some of those wind gusts could reach 45 miles per hour at times today, but we'll see highs in the 60s before the chill comes for the middle and end of the week. Here's some of those sustained wind speeds right now. 20 to 25 miles per hour are starting to show up here in southern Wisconsin, but the wind gusts closer to 40 are knocking on our door, and we will see these wind gusts increase as we go through the afternoon. That being said, high resolution radar, it's going to be quiet for us. We have sunshine all the way around. Our temperature's doing 1 degree better than the noon expectation. The noon expectation was 52. We're at 53 right now. So we're in the ballpark, and I still fully expect those temperatures to make it into the low 60s as we move into the afternoon, Mark. But you see the Edgewater Sky Camera shaking in the wind there. That's going to continue to be a theme as we go throughout today.
All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. Thank you, Chris. The Suez Canal is open again. Workers have successfully set free a colossal container ship that for nearly a week has been stuck sideways across the canal, one of the world's most crucial arteries for trade. Helped by the peak of the high tide, a flotilla of tugboats managed to wrench the bow of the skyscraper-sized Ever Given from the sandy beach of the crucial waterway where it had been firmly lodged since last Tuesday. Health officials in Rock County say they found the United Kingdom variant of COVID-19 in the county. The first case of the variant in Wisconsin was detected in January. Health officials in Dane County said they detected the variant here in February. Governor Tony Evers says he is standing by, for now, the state's decision to not open vaccine eligibility for everyone until May 1st. The governor was in Milwaukee, where he vetoed a bill that would require him to get permission from the legislature to spend federal COVID money. He did say that although Minnesota has now opened vaccine eligibility for everyone, Wisconsin is not ready for that.
We might. do it before May 1st, but we will look at the data. We feel very, very confident in our present situation. We lead the nation in a number of really important metrics as it relates to vaccinations. And so as we move forward, there's a possibility we may.
Evers did say the new variants does create an urgency to get everyone vaccinated. Sarah Onyango Obama, the grandmother of former U.S. President Barack Obama, died today in a hospital in Kenya. Sarah, popularly known as Mama Sarah in her home village, was a Kenyan educator and philanthropist who promoted education for girls and orphans. She was said to be 99 years old. And the cherry blossoms are out in full bloom in the nation's capital. People checked out the iconic trees in Washington, D.C. over the weekend. The National Park Service tweeted that warm weather helped the trees reach peak bloom earlier than expected. Always a great sight. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
One COVID-19 vaccine maker marks a delivery milestone. And to taste or to tie your shoes? That is the question now. I'm Diane King Hall at the CBS Broadcast Center. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
If your kitchen is dated and showing signs of wear and tear, then listen up. Mad City Kitchens can give your kitchen a brand new look in as little as 2 days. We are Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. A+ rated with the BBB, and our design consultants make it fun and easy. Why wait? Final week of the month to make the call to Mad City Kitchens. Don't put your dreams of having a gorgeous kitchen on hold. Act now during our 60-60-60 sale and get 60% off installation, 60 months, 0 interest, plus a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. And call during this program for a free $100 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Spring is here, and it's time to refresh your home. Steinhafels has the largest in-stock selection of the newest styles at the lowest prices. Right now, save 35% store-wide on furniture for every room in your house. A new leather sofa for the living room, a mattress for the bedroom, or a solid wood dining set for the kitchen. And with patio season just around the corner, find the newest styles with savings up to 50%. So shop Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent can't be trusted. She's backed by Scott Walker, and she tried to cover up a $500,000 financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, we are honoring those on the front lines for National Doctors Day. Meet a local doctor being recognized for his latest efforts on News 3 Now this morning. We'll see you then.
An update on the nation's vaccine rollout. Moderna says it has shipped its 100 millionth COVID-19 dose for the U.S. government. The biotech company says it is on track to deliver another 100 million doses by the end of May, and it expects to ship 100 million more by the end of July. A warning from the FBI about vaccine scams. The agency and other federal authorities are reminding people you don't have to pay for a coronavirus vaccine, and you will not be denied vaccination if you don't have health insurance. Some scammers have been deceiving people through telemarketing calls and in some cases even door-to-door visits. Tech companies are accelerating their reopening plans. Uber is welcoming employees back to the office starting today. The ride-sharing service had previously planned to bring employees back to its San Francisco headquarters in September. Uber says it will be at a 20% occupancy rate and on a voluntary basis. Microsoft is also reopening its West Coast headquarters today. And how about some shoes you'll actually want to smell? Oscar Mayer is serving up bacon-scented shoelaces. The company is offering the laces through a Cook My Kicks sweepstakes. Those looking to treat their feet can tweet using the hashtags Oscar Mayer, Cook My Kicks, and sweepstakes now through Thursday for a chance to win. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
All right, Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is up 27 points. The NASDAQ down 83. The S&P 500 down about 7.5. Thousands of people continue to head to see a volcano that's erupting in Iceland. The lava started flowing after an eruption on March 19th. It's about 18 miles southwest of the capital. Lava has steadily seeped out of the volcano in a flow strong enough to ensure the molten rock does not solidify and close the fissure. Well, Chris Reese up next with a mild but breezy forecast to start your week. Stay with us.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Make your home more inviting with a gorgeous kitchen update from Mad City Kitchens. With kitchen cabinet refacing, we can modernize the look of your kitchen in as little as 2 days, so you avoid a lengthy remodel and can enjoy your kitchen sooner.
My new kitchen makes me very happy. I enjoy having people over to help cook, enjoy canning, and just putting things together.
And it's the final week of the month to call for huge savings on kitchen cabinet refacing. During our 60-60-60 sale, get 60% off installation with 60 months zero interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts. Plus, receive a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. And call during this program for a nice gift with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
Let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings, whatever the season.
It's that time of year again. How can we help? Could you haul this away for me? Oh, it's gone. There was stuff here. Amazing.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Dane County's year-long stoppage of jury trials created a huge backlog of unresolved cases.
It's not just been hard on defendants, it's been very hard on victims.
With trials set to reopen in June, News 3 Now's Naomi Coles takes steps to discover how the courts will handle this overload.
We are all going to have some serious challenges managing the backlog.
Plus, national criminal justice experts weigh in. Justice delayed. Today on News 3 Now at 5:30 p.m. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn this week, so here are your farm numbers. for weather, a breezy start to the week. Here's Chris Reese with your Monday forecast. Not a cloud in the sky.
No, not at all. But I wanted to start with this because even though there's not a cloud in the sky, you can still see the camera at least shaking around slightly out there. We're going to watch these shaky sky cams pretty much all day long as our winds continue to be an issue across the upper Midwest. Wind advisories are in play really for all of us here throughout parts of south central and western Wisconsin, right along that lake shore. This is one of the few spots where you don't necessarily have the wind advisory, but it's still going to be windy for all of us here. Wind advisories for Janesville, Madison, Watertown, Juneau, back towards Platteville as well, towards the Dells, up all the way into Wausau. You have the wind advisories, and those wind gusts, they're picking up already. It's windy in Monroe. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. But wind gusts in Madison have come in close to 40 miles per hour at this point, right along that lake shore. They're a little less, still windy, but just below that wind advisory criteria. So we're going to put this into motion now, and we will continue to see these strong winds working their way on through. In fact, as we go through the next couple of hours, we're talking wind gusts that may approach 45 miles per hour at times, or even up to 50 as we go through the afternoon and evening. Here's what happens. We stay windy as we go through the overnight hours, but our winds begin to subside at least a little bit overnight tonight. So our wind advisories can come down, but it's towards tomorrow night that we really finally begin to see that decrease in the overall wind gusts. Still breezy, but certainly not where it is right now. Your trash can forecast, because I know it's trash day for somebody out there. After the city comes through and picks that up, if you don't take it in immediately, it's in a neighbor's yard at least. It could be completely down the street. It's not going to be gone forever, but you may have to go searching for your trash can a little bit later on. All that being said, at least it's nice out there. High resolution radar shows you we are all smooth here throughout the state of Wisconsin. You did see a couple of snowfall returns earlier. That was just moisture being picked up with the warm front as it came through. But the reality is our air was too dry for any of that moisture to make it to the ground. Now we're watching that warm front continue to push towards the north and east. I want to show you these orange lines though. These are called isobars. The closer they are together, the windier it is. The reason for that, these orange lines are lines of equal air pressure. You have high pressure towards the south, low pressure towards the north, and the distance between those has such a change in air pressure that it gets windy. Those same orange lines, they're white now, and notice how they really line up with where the highest wind gusts are when they're closer together. Now we push this forward, and as those lines begin to spread apart, back towards the west, we see our wind gusts begin to subside as well. So it's going to take us till Wednesday before our winds truly begin to calm down. 53 out there now, winds sustained out of the south at 20, 54 for Janesville, Lone Rock at 58, 59 in Boscobel as well. I do expect us to top out at 61 this afternoon. Overnight into tomorrow, our temperatures really stay steady pretty much into the low 50s all day. We're also going to see a lot more cloud cover for Tuesday. We're much colder on Wednesday. Temperatures only top out in the upper 30s, low 40s for Thursday. Easter weekend, we will see a return of these temperatures into the mid-60s, and then we'll see another chance for those showers of thunderstorms next Monday and Tuesday.
Looks like a great Easter weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, it will be.
All right. Well, go look for your garbage cans. Thank you, Chris. Let's check in now with Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, who's preparing dessert for Easter that is picture perfect.
Every year during the week before Easter, we share some outrageous dessert recipe that we think will be the talk of the table. And this year is no exception. And what we love about the one this year is that it's not just for Easter. It's worthy of being served all year long. It's a strawberry lemonade cake, and here's how easy it is. We start by combining a box of lemon cake mix with strawberry gelatin, a few eggs, some vegetable oil, water, and a package of frozen sliced strawberries that we've thawed. After this is mixed, we pour the batter into a couple of cake pans and into the oven they go. While they bake, we throw together a lemonade frosting by beating together some powdered sugar with butter, along with some lemon juice and lemon zest. Once the cakes have cooled completely, all that's left to do is frost them. Can you imagine this as the centerpiece of your dessert table? And let me assure you, this isn't one of those cakes that just looks pretty. It tastes amazing too. It's just the right amount of sweet and tart, plus it's super moist. You can get the recipe for our strawberry lemonade cake by visiting our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a very sweet way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you. Spring is in the air, and Linda Barch is on the air. She's here to take your plant and garden questions. 270-9933 is the number to call. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. With honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship. Dedicated to being the best. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Menards has what you need to create your ideal outdoor space. Landscape yourself and save with Menards' great selection of concrete landscape blocks. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create with so many styles and options to choose from. Pick up these interlock edgers for just 79 cents each after 11% rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
If you thought updating your kitchen was out of reach, then think again. Mad City Kitchens offers an affordable solution with high-quality cabinet refacing, with colors like oak gray, wild cherry, and so much more. Backed with a lifetime warranty, installed in as little as 2 days. Ask about countertops and custom kitchen islands, too. Be sure you call before time runs out. Remember, final week of the month to update your kitchen during our 60-60-60 sale. Take 60% off installation, 60 months zero interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts. Plus, receive a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. And last chance to call during this program for the free $100 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
You expect students to make a mess in schools, but the superintendent, under Deb Kerr's leadership, the Brown Deer School District was a financial mess. Kerr's district's accounts were overdrawn by $500,000, slamming her district with late fees. And instead of firing the employee responsible, he was given paid leave, costing taxpayers $136,000 more to pay him to do nothing. Scandals, cover-ups, taxpayer money wasted. Deb Kerr, the wrong choice for state school superintendent.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. Reliable, honest, dedicated. With 24/7 emergency service for your home or business. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Well, for all of you that are calling in for Linda Barch, Linda has not checked in, so we can't answer your plant questions unless she sees this and calls in momentarily. But for now, not only do the foods we eat impact our weight, cholesterol, and blood pressure, but a new study shows a strong association between long-term diet and chronic inflammation. Researchers say inflammation can be one of the underlying causes of many health problems. Consumer Reports reveals which foods to avoid and how to jumpstart an anti-inflammatory diet for better health.
Think of inflammation this way. When you cut your finger, it bleeds, and almost immediately white blood cells rush over to the area to help heal the cut. You might notice swelling or reddening of the area. This is an example of acute inflammation, which is temporary and promotes healing. But in other cases, irritants and germs can cause low-level persistent inflammation called chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation can lead to health issues like diabetes, cancer, heart disease, even dementia. How do you avoid chronic inflammation? Consumer Reports says start with your diet.
Some foods, like colorful fruits, have antioxidants that can dampen inflammation.
Tricia Calvo is deputy editor for Food and Health at Consumer Reports.
Other foods, such as red and processed meats, refined carbohydrates, and sugar, may promote inflammation.
In a new study, researchers followed more than 200,000 men and women for up to 32 years. It found that those who consumed pro-inflammatory diets had a 46% increased risk of heart disease and a 28% increased risk of stroke compared to those who consumed anti-inflammatory diets. Consumer Reports has some tips to help get your anti-inflammatory regimen started. First, focus on a healthy overall diet and be sure to eat a variety of foods. Try shredding a head of cabbage and toss with olive oil and fresh dill for a tasty slaw. Go for buckwheat soba noodles. You can add them to a stir fry with bok choy and chicken and shrimp. And before you start buying new ingredients, check your pantry. Coffee, tea, virgin olive oil, black beans, walnuts, even a glass of wine all contain anti-inflammatory compounds.
And Women's History Month comes to a close on Wednesday, but the push to close the wage gap will continue. For women like Molly Moran, the biggest barrier to success is just getting their foot in the door. Molly works in the male-dominated wine industry. She says misogyny and stereotypes are two of the reasons more women don't become winemakers. So when she broke into the business herself, she knew what she had to do.
I see it as my duty to help women along the way that I either was at certain moments in my career or very much wasn't. If I'm picking between two Chardonnays from California, they taste pretty similar. They're pretty similar in price. One's made from a woman, one isn't. I'm going to pick the woman-made wine.
And here in Madison, the numbers are better than the national average. Women make about 92 cents for every dollar men make, but that does not compare women and men working in the same jobs with the same hours and the same experience. Again, we apologize that Linda Barch did not call in today to take your plant and garden questions. We'll have her in next Monday. Again, sorry for having you call in and not taking your calls. Here's Chris with one final check of the forecast.
Hey, things are still fantastic out there in the world of weather. Temperatures are already into the 50s, and we are in the upper 50s before you know it. These are temperatures and winds as we go through the next 12 hours. By 2 o'clock, look for those temperatures right there into the upper 50s. Low 60s come our way for 4 o'clock through 6 o'clock, and we'll still stay in the 50s all the way till midnight. At midnight, it'll still be 53 degrees. So sustained winds will be around 20 to 30 miles per hour, but they're going to be gusting much higher. We could see those wind gusts upwards to 50 at times. This is why I've said all day, if you just put your lawn furniture out, maybe go grab that as soon as your trash guy comes in. If you're home, bring that trash can in because it is going to be blowing around. But here's one of the things I want to show you. It's kind of cool. We have these strong southerly winds that are going to be moving through the area as we move into tomorrow, right? Well, right in here is a cold front. Winds behind that, they're starting to move out of the north and west. Well, as that cold front ultimately works its way on through, our winds will actually relax just a little bit, and then they're going to pick up again as we get to the backside of that cold front moving into tomorrow. Now, with that cold front, we are going to see a bigger push of some of that colder air working its way on in. But once that moves on out of here, it's all about the warmth. We start to look ahead towards Easter weekend, and we're really going to be seeing some warmer temperatures around here. Our normal high is 49. We're at 61 today. 38 for Wednesday, but then we are back in the 60s for the weekend. So it's going to be an overall nice stretch.
A little bump in the road. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.